And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. Edgecombe is out there with Demon. Then it's Yves Missi. And then there's Zachary Rizachet. And it's Wolf in at the fourth. Now here's MP. And they double up MP. Green the pass to MP. That one falls. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone in the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
A nice shot by Pierce.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Here's Missi. Pass to Demon. Bounce pass from Rizachet. Good ball movement here by Team World.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
That one good for two. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Here's Rizachet. 6 to shoot. Here's Edgecombe. And the rejection by MP. Pass to Flag. MP left side. Beyond the arc. Another three for USA. You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers. I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Here's Castle. Here's MP. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet, but this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
You just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
Here's Spears. He has 6. MP sets the screen for Flag. And a wide open look for MP. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Demon. Scoreless thus far. Here's Rizachet. Off target with his 3. USA leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Castle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Edgecombe. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above.
Are you kidding me? MP, a showman for sure. He has truly arrived.
And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
Here's Wolf. Pass to Demon. Here's Wolf. It's hauled in by MP.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got 15 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Wolf. He has yet to score, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Got the better of the defense that time. Easy trip to the rim.
USA leading by 12. USA moving the ball around. MP sets the screen for Fear. Another three for USA.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Pass to Rizichet. Here's Edgecombe. Over Castle. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Team World trails by 17. Here's Demon. Now Rizichet. Pass to Edgecombe. 5 on the clock. Now Misi. Here's Wolf. It's good from long range. Wolf got his second bucket of the night.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Flag. Lets the three fly. Now Castle. It's up a three. Misi grabs the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Demon. Now Edgecombe. And stolen by Flag. Castle, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Edgecombe. Team World needs to get off a shot. And it's Demon missing. And so MP will bring it up for USA. 17-point game. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Fears. MP sets the screen for Fears. Here's Castle. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Rizichet. They set the pick. This one for 3. It's hauled in by USA. MP's got 8 rebounds in this game. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
You've got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
Pass to Misi. Now Rizichet. And they get it. Here's Wolf. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
Queen. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Catching up on the changes for USA. Knipples checked in for flag. Harper comes in for Castle. And it's Mitchell in for Fear. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Khalil Wares checked in for USA. Pass to Hukporty. They set the pick. Here's Demon. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
To the wing on the left. Back to MP. Harper dishes to MP. Lets it go from deep. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
1:46 left in the first quarter. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Demon. Clock at 6. Over to the wing. Here's Hukporty. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for USA.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Stephon Castles checked in for USA. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Post. Here's Topic. They set the screen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now Knipple. Offline with his 3. Down low. Here's Topic. Team World with another miss.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
USA moving the ball around. Right wing. Knipple with it. Ball stolen. Out left to the wing. Here's Larson. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
A nice shot by MP. MP's got 23 points.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
To the paint. Here's Larson. Again, Team World good for 2.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
And it's USA with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to this showcase of the
in this game, so good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And USA making a change here. MP's checked in, so Team World's 5 right now. We've got Zachary Rizachet. Quentin Post is out there with Edgecombe. And it's Wolf in the power forward.
We're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And it's Team World with the ball, following the three-pointer by USA. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Wolf. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Wolf got 9 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
MP, no good. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. For Team World, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And Team World making a change here. Misi's checked in. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Rizichet. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Castle. Look out! And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. On offense, here's Team World. Now Edgecombe. Gets an open look and hits. Edgecombe's got his second bucket.
And when Edgecombe is this set up, he usually is good to go. He'd rather shoot off the catch and get a low fat move. We don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff.
That was special order delivery there, guys. What a dunk.
Here's Edgecombe. Stolen by Knipple. Inside, here's Castle. Good, and the assist goes to MP. 17 points in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Wolf. Now post. He's defended by Ware. And now USA on the break. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Boy, that's a big-time make by MP. Drew the foul and stayed focused on the hoop.
And USA making a change here. Fears is checked in. And a change for Team World. Larson's checked in. Here's Rizichet. Here's Wolf. Rizichet with it. Defended by Knipple. Pass to Larson. 5 to shoot. Here's Wolf. To halt the run. Knipple with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Larson. He has 7. Now Edgecombe. Back to Misi. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Rizichet. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Well, Rizichet has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Shea, a three-pointer, no good.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
Pass to Edgecombe. Now Rizichet. He has 6. Here's Wolf. From outside, off the mark.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's MP. Wolf grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the dunk by Rizichet.
Yeah, if you give Rizichet a chance at the rim, he's gonna make you pay.
Here's Kendall.
Oh! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! My goodness!
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
Here's Edgecombe. Launches a 3. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And MP throws it down.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Pass to Misi. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah, we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
And USA with some changes. Queens checked in. And Flag subbed in for Castle. Demon, he's checked in for Team World. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And MP throws it down hard.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
Here's Demon. Following the bucket by USA. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Demon. Now Rizachet. Over flag. And it's Rizachet missing. A floater. And there's Fears. That's good on the assist by MP. MP's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Here's Edgecombe. And he converts the layup. Edgecombe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Looking more confident offensively. I think he's starting to find a groove.
Here's Kendall. Count it.
And, you know, he's kind of come out of the blue this season. Nobody expected to see him playing at such a high level.
Almost as though his game developed overnight. I mean, he might have been flying under the radar coming into the season, but that's no longer the case.
Here's Edgecombe. Following the basket by MP. Pass to Rizachet. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And now USA on the break. Knipple with the bucket.
Good work by Knipple, getting involved on the break.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the half. Here's Misi. Now Rizachet. Out to the right wing. Lots of room. It's hauled in by USA. MP's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Pass to Flag. The three from MP. The rebound by Demon.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Here's Wolf for the three.
A big swat and rejection by MP. He had to really love that one.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Knipple. Wolf's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts from long range to fall for him here. Screen by MP. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Over Demon. And that one's on target from the wing. Mitchell's got 9.
He's found his game in the second quarter, looking very assertive now.
Pass to Misi. Now Rizachet. Here's Wolf from downtown. And it's MP with the rebound.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Mitchell. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Rizachet with it. 8 points for him. Trying to get something going. Doesn't go for him. MP has been leading the charge for USA. After that outstanding quarter, he's got himself a triple-double. What more is he going to do in this game? We'll find out. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. A night none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic. Just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
MP out there with Flag. Then it's Stephon Castle. Then it's Fears. And it's Queen in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Rizachet with it. Castle covering. And it's Rizachet missing. Here's Fears. Defended by Misi. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
A natural lead guard. Jeremiah Fears wants to set others up first. That's a rare trait in the rookie. And there aren't a lot of guys like him.
Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Rizachet. Now Edgecombe. Fires for 3. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. USA moving the ball around. Here's Fears. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Fears has got 16.
That's a shot defenses are going to let Fears take, so the rookie making those will be a benefit.
Misi with the ball. Fears covering. Now Edgecombe. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 5. And it's Rizachet missing. Now USA with it. They've got an 8-0 run. MP outside. Flag with it. Screen by MP. And it's Flag missing. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To the left side wing. Here's Rizachet. He's got 8. Pass to Wolf. Hits it from 3-point range. He's got 14.
And 2 teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Now Edgecombe. Here's the screen. Rizachet. And a miss there on the triple.
It has been a shaky start this half for their offense, shooting just 1 of 5.
On the wing, MP. Spins. Pass to Flag. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And it's Team World with the ball. Here's Demon. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. No good on the 3. Out to the wing. Here's Flag. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Flag's got his second basket of the night. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Demon. Back to Rizachet. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Edgecombe. The 3-pointer is right on target. Edgecombe's got 9 points.
That's what they really want to get from Edgecombe, a consistent stroke from the perimeter.
And the basket by MP.
Oh, great ball movement there.
On offense, here's Team World. Edgecombe with it. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Wolf. And the rejection by MP. And it's out of bounds. Team World will retain possession. Here's Demon. Clock at 6 to the left wing.
Yeah, MP able to simply outwork the shooter with that youthful high energy defense.
On the wing, MP knocks down the 3-ball. MP's got 47 points.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Pass to Demon. Here's Misi. Back to Rizachet. Out to the right wing. Here's Edgecombe. Castle covering.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Pass to Rizachet. Here's Demon. Here's Edgecombe. And nothing is falling for him right now. Now flag. Here's Kendall. Rebound by Team World. Nisi's got his 4th rebound in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now Edgecombe. He's got 9. Pass to Wolf. Here's Rizachet. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Here's flag. USA moving the ball around. MP with the bounce pass. Here's Fears. Drains it from beyond the arc. Fears has got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for USA. And it's Team World with the ball. Pass to Nisi. Now Rizachet. Here's Edgecombe. Here's Wolf. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. MP finds Castle. From the wing. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Castle's got 19 points.
All of Castle's hard work is paying off here. He just keeps finding ways to attack.
Pass to Rizachet. To the wing on the left. Edgecombe with it. 9 points in the game so far. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And the shot goes down.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Here's Demon. Back to Rizachet. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team. Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And MP throws it down.
Outrunning the field, MP. Got those young legs, folks.
On offense, here's Team World. Pass to Larson. Here's Wolf, covered by MP. They need this. And it's Rizachet missing.
No matter what looks they get.
Oh, it just pounded in! Pounded in!
Goodness. How about that?
Pass to Rizachet. Here's Demon. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Harper with the steal. And now USA on the break. And the dunk by MP.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Nisi. 5 points in the game. Here's Larson. Pass to Wolf. And the rejection by MP.
Substitution on the court.
driving the lane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
It goes on Igor Demon.
Good stuff happens when you take it to the rack. MP fouled in the act right there.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Team World.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Larson, no good. Pass to MP. And here's Mitchell from the arc. MP on the follow. MP's got 60.
MP with the hustle and finish, doing work on the boards.
Here's Topic. Hasn't made one yet. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Outside Harper. Pass to MP. A three ball. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper. Harper's got 3 assists tonight.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Huckporty. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Topic. Misses the 3. On the wing, Mitchell. 11 points in the game. Good on the three-point shot.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Topic. Here's Edgecombe. Good ball movement here by Team World. Here's Topic. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Larson. Over to the left wing. Edgecombe. Team World with another miss. And it's USA able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. Checked in for USA. Yves Missi, he's checked in for Team World. So Team World's 5 right now. They've got Yves Missi. Edgecombe is out there with Topic. Then it's Quinton Post. And it's Larson in at the small forward. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Harper's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting. It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for him at that end of the floor.
And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away. After 1-3 in the first half, there's his second right there.
Here's Kendall. And the shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Missi. Larson, no good. Pass to MP. Now Knipple. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray.
so lethal off the catch. Knipple is good at just finding space and then timing it quickly.
Here's Larson. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
To the left side wing. Shot to stop the run. Edgecombe, no good.
Rough start for him for sure. He needs to make a shot just to gain some confidence.
And MP gets it to go on the assist by Harper.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Larson. Team World with another miss. Here's Knipple. Drops in the layup for two. That's 7 points for Knipple.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have. Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
What execution. MP getting up high for that finish.
Here's Larson. Pass to Topic. Misi with the ball. Right wing. Latre. Topic, no good.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to MP. Back to Mitchell. There's the three. That's his 5th miss of the game. He has made 6 of his 11 shots. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
The three from MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Pass to Misi. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
He can't get that one. Good defense by MP. USA moving the ball around. Mitchell left side. Kendall, and the dunk by MP.
Excellent play by MP at the rack. You got to take that risk every now and then.
Here's Topic. Pass to post. Out to the right wing. There's a screen. Here's Topic. And the 3 ball is good.
And for a guy who hasn't been able to get a ton of minutes this season, great that he's had a chance to show off his skill set here tonight.
And he does have some skills to show off. I mean, his opportunity for more playing time is going to come soon enough. He just has to stay patient.
And it's Team World with the ball. Pass to Demon. Here's Wolf. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Those are the looks they want to continue to generate.
Now USA with it. They're on a 19-7 run. A nice shot by MP. Here's Demon. Pass to Misi. Now Edgecombe. Clark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pro?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, and the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it.
And the rejection by MP. Here's Ware, and he dunks it down.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
And it's Team World with the ball. Following the bucket by USA. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can tell Ricochet has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
MP, no good. Pass to Demon. To the middle. He's looking for Misi and finds him. Yes, that goes in.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Harper. Rebound by Team World. 1:22 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Edgecombe. Off target from outside. Inside. MP right side.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we could add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
Here's Demon. Following the bucket by USA. 46 seconds left in the fourth. And that one's good. Ricochet.
A true highlight of Ricochet's game, his ability to just knock it down.
Oh, and slam it down!
Takeoff! Oh, my
Oh,
goodness!
did you see that?
How did he do that?
Oh, man.
Oh!
Pass to Wolf. Good defense by MP. Now USA with it. Harper in the corner. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good on the bucket.
And it's just competing, and, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Pass to Demon. Back to Ricochet. Here's Wolf. Can't connect. So we see USA taking the win here.
I can't say enough about how well all these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture of just how many talented